had a friend and colleague reach out this week, very concerned about their loss in organic traffic. They looked at a bunch of stuff, but they couldn't figure out where the traffic loss was coming from. And so I took these various steps to figure out where the issue was at and then ultimately how to fix it. And so I'm going to take you through the steps to look at when you have a traffic drop, or if you're going to launch a website, some of these steps will apply that you can take before you launch the website so you can catch these mistakes early. But it's mostly going to be focused on what happens if you see that your traffic is dropping from the organic search perspective. So I'm not going to be talking about like social or direct traffic or anything like that, but the main source for most websites is Google. Without further ado, let's dive in and figure out the best steps to take to isolate where your traffic loss is coming from. So the first step I took was adding the website to Ahrefs and doing a site audit. A site audit will check every single web page on your website, and then it'll figure out how everything comes together, and it'll point out common issues like you're missing a title or you have no H1 on a page. And this software is really, really great. You don't have to use Ahrefs. There's a bunch of site auditing tools out there. I happen to use Ahrefs and I'm very happy with it. So after running it through, we can see that there's a good health score. It's an 86, but one of the big problems here is we're looking at the errors, so anything that's red. And the main one right here says title tag is missing or empty. And so that's probably going to be one of the main drivers of the traffic loss. Every single web page on the website is missing a meta title, which is very problematic for SEO. I don't know if that's going to be the sole issue, but it's definitely something that needs to get addressed. So check out the errors and see if there's anything that really stands out. If it's just something small here and there, you probably want to get it fixed, but it's probably not the cause of your entire organic traffic drop. Now, this is the tool I use before I launch a website. Or in some cases, I'll launch the website and then run the audit right after I launch it because certain things can only be checked once the website is live. But this is a very critical step in going live because it'll point out a lot of technical issues that are very easy to miss when you're doing your quality check process from the front end. Okay, so after I did this, I want to dive into Google Search Console. I talk a lot about this on my channel. It's an amazing tool that Google gives you to figure out how your website is performing within their search engine, the results it's getting, and any issues it might have. So this is the prime spot to turn to figure out what's going on with your organic traffic drop. So right here, we're looking at impressions, and they essentially took over right before this spike. They had awesome SEO results, and then they wanted to keep it going, so they launched a new theme in late October, early November, and then they dropped a lot of that. So they were just really, on the uptick, didn't think anything was going to happen, and now they're back to pretty much where they started several months later. Not a good position to be in. I've been there, though. Some errors go unmissed, and it really sucks, but in this case, it was really good to get some second eyes on it. So I'll walk you through what I did to figure out where this traffic drop was coming from. And while this scenario might be different than the reason your traffic drop is happening, the underlying foundation on how to figure it out is going to be the same, all right? So in this case, impressions were dropping, clicks are kind of following too, they're about to drop. And where I first like to turn is if you go to the overview page, this will give you a very high level view of what's going on. So first of all, coverage. Check to see if there's any errors in coverage. If there are, see what the errors are and fix them. Experience. This has to deal with the performance and the user experience of the website. This can cause drastic drops, although it's not very typical. It is possible. So in this case, all of the URLs are failing the core web vitals, which means the website's slow or it has some sort of usability issue. And then there's mobile usability, which will point out issues with the mobile usability. So I'll show you in a minute how you can check to see if your traffic drop is coming from desktop or mobile, and that might help isolate the issue. And then going down here, we've got the enhancements. So check to see if there's any errors or any issues in here, or if they drop off completely. And this is going to be something I'm going to bring attention to because this is part of the issue with this website. So that's a very good high-level overview. Now I'm going to show you the main spot to be able to dive into, understand where your traffic loss came from. All right, if you spend a lot of time in Search Console, you're probably looking at the queries and the pages. Very, very useful data for SEO, but in this analysis, we're going to be looking at the devices and search appearance, mainly search appearance, but I did just mention you can isolate if you're losing mobile or desktop traffic. So you can click on either of these and it'll filter out by that specific device's traffic, and you can see if there's a correlation with the drop in traffic. Now in this case, the mobile and desktop, they were pretty similar, so it wasn't really a mobile or desktop issue, but in your case, if you see that desktop's holding up but mobile's crashing, there's something going on with mobile. But here's the really great spot, is the search appearance. And so if you're in Google and you search for whatever it might be, so say you're searching for recipes, if you might notice, sometimes at the top of the search results, you'll see those rich results, which are like the recipes that are pulled out of a web page, and then you have your normal results. So this section will show how your web pages are displayed within Google, because there's a lot of different ways. You've got the product section, you've got the recipe section, you've got your videos, you've got a bunch of different ways. And this will help us isolate where the issue is at. I've had a previous site that had an AMP issue, and in here there was an AMP section, and I clicked on it and I saw that AMP was doing good, and then their traffic completely dropped. So in this case, let's click on the first one. This is getting a lot of impressions, which is product results. We click that and boom, there we have it. This is where we saw the rise in impressions and now the fall, and not even just a fall, but I mean, this is going to get zeroed out very shortly. This is where the problem is at, something to do with products. I'm going to back out and just show you one more use case as well, is we've got good page experience. This is a very common one too. So we can see that our traffic is not getting classified as good page experience anymore. Now, this doesn't mean you're losing out on all of this traffic. It just means that that traffic isn't getting classified as good page experience, but it's very possible you're still getting that traffic. It's also possible you're not getting that traffic, so don't just, turn a blind eye to it. Let's go and look at products now. So in the enhancement section, this will show you all of the rich results that your website has, or at least has the potential to have, because you're displaying something on the web page that's telling Google extra information about the data that's on your web page. So in this case, this was an e-commerce website. And so instead of just listing the title and the price for the user to see, we have embedded a schema in there, a type of markup that communicates to Google specifically about the product and about the price. Instead of just the visitor, now that Google can read it, they're able to display it in that top section where if you were to search a certain product, you see that feed of products that come across the top. And that's a big sales driver for this company. So if we go over to the enhancements, on the left side, we're going to click products. Now, to the layman's eye, this might look okay because there's no errors, so that's okay. And there's only 2 with warnings, but the problem is there's none that are valid. And this is the problem. Excuse me, not that just that there's none that's valid, there's only 2 that are either valid with warnings or valid. So the way this works, and you can read these tooltips, is that if it has a warning, that's not really a problem. It's just letting you know that usually there's an optional field that wasn't filled out, and it's just letting you know, but it's not going to harm your search results. But here's the problem, is that we were seeing around 100 products that were valid with warnings, and now they completely dropped off. They didn't have an error, which if yours has an error, fix that, because that can be your problem. In this case, the code that displayed these rich results completely went away when they did the new theme. And so now Google is not showing those products in the feed anymore. Look for errors, fix them. I've had sites that was the big cause of our traffic drop. Or look to see if those elements or those enhancements aren't being displayed within Google anymore, and that's going to be the reason for your traffic drop. So pay attention to enhancements a lot, pay attention to page experience. This is going to be another big one. This was kind of what we looked at in the performance section, but specifically we can see that something was launched here. This was when the new site went out late October, early November, that killed the performance of the website. It's going to hurt impressions. It's going to hurt your traffic. Now, another note, if you have errors and you fix them, go in here and then click on whatever error. These are warnings. I don't have errors, but click on it and then click validate fix. That'll have Google reanalyze your pages and fix them. In our case, we didn't have errors. The code just completely went away. So there's really no validation we can do here. But what we ended up doing was inspecting each URL and then requesting a reindex to expedite the process of Google recrawling the web page and understanding that our products are there, the code is back. To recap, run a site audit, on Ahrefs or another software that will analyze everything on the website to understand any missing information or any broken links, stuff like that. And if there's really a high correlation between an error and your traffic drop, pay attention to that one. You really do want to work through all errors over time, but use some critical thinking to understand if that there's like a high density of some error, and that could be the possibility of your traffic drop. And then go to the ultimate tool of GSC and go to that search appearance section, figure out which result is dropping. And if it is just, say your regular web page results, then start to look at your experience, the performance of the web page, compare it to see if it's mobile or desktop, and really try to understand if it's a certain performance issue that's causing the traffic drop or what it might be. You can also isolate it down and look at pages. So, in this case, it was the entire site that was losing traffic. But in your case, it might be a specific page that brings in a lot of traffic, and maybe that page just dropped several positions down or completely off the first page, and that's why your website is losing traffic. GSC, though, is going to be really the best tool to understand where your organic traffic drop is coming from. Guys, good luck in fixing your traffic drop. I hope you get it back. It sucks to be in that position, and hopefully you fix it really quick and Google will reanalyze your website. The web results will restore and your traffic and sales will be where they were and better than they were before in the future. Guys, check out the channel if this type of content interests you. I do have a lot of Google Search Console tutorials beyond just diagnosing a site, but really using it to improve your SEO, and a bunch more on the channel. I know you guys will love it. So, hey, I appreciate you guys watching this video. I really hope it helped you out, and we'll catch you in the next one.